Hello and welcome back. Brett here with clickmail.co. In this video, I'm going to give you a little tour of the Chat GPT interface. It is extraordinarily simple. It is very, very easy to use, and it's only going to get easier. So let's go ahead. I'm going to share my screen, show you how to get around in here. Here we go. Okay, so this here should be able to see my screen. This here is the chat feature. Okay, so, if I say, hey, how are you? And, oh, could not authenticate me. Okay, that's interesting. Let's see if we can't refresh. So anyway, so you type in down here, and this is where you're going to have plan a trip. We'll just click on that. It gives you some ideas again, because people have a difficult time figuring out what to talk about this thing with. So it can help you plan a trip. I'm going to go ahead and hit stop. But anyway, so we see that this is working now. So we go down here. When I message ChatGPT, I can type in whatever I want. We're going to go through how to talk to this, which I also believe is going to get easier quite a bit more quickly. It's really not that hard. However, there are some nuances that you can learn to get better outputs from the AI. Now, in the output, you can also select documents. And so you can come in here and select documents and, say, tell me what the title of the book in this image is, or you can upload it for, any number of reasons. And so you can use documents. One of the ones that I really love, for example, is saying, take my handwritten notes and give them to me in text. So the text it outputs is the text from your handwritten notes. And we have on the back end here, we'll make this available to you if you're here in the course. We have an agent that will do that for you, that we have sort of custom, I want to say coded, but it's obviously not coded. We put our own custom English text instructions in the back end to tell it kind of more specifically how to do that. And so anyway, so we can upload documents, and then you hit go, and then that's going to, have it execute your prompt. And we'll go into more of what that is in the future prompts. Over here on the left side, you'll see that we have past discussions. So you'll see we've had a conversation about oven roasted asparagus, Christian parenting. There's just a number of things in there. Now, down here, this is where you just have your basic account settings. You can manage a workspace. This is a corporate account with ClickMail. And so this is where all of our team members and interns are able to come in here and get access to this. I would say all of our team members are using this basically on a daily basis at this point. It is very integral to the amount of work that we can take and the speed at which we can kind of get that work outputted. And that's one of the ways we're actually able to create as many courses as you see on the back end. As of the writing, as of this date, it's 2/23. We've only had this course platform open for maybe 8 weeks. And we've got over 30 courses that are being put into the back end. And that is because of how quickly we can make content here. And so we're leveraging this to go forward much more quickly. So anyway, my GPTs, these are agents, and we'll get into this some more. These are agents that do custom and specific things. And so we're going to talk about how those work in the future. It's kind of like having staff members, especially as they get more advanced. So we're going to talk about that in a future video. Custom instructions. If you want it to know who you are, you can say, well, what would you like it to know more about you so it can provide better responses? How would you like ChatGPT to respond? Well, I like short responses. Never use the word tapestry, for example, would be something I might put in there. Why I say that is because ChatGPT uses the word tapestry a lot. I don't know why, but I'm kind of tired of seeing the word everything is a tapestry to ChatGPT. So anyway, but you can come in here and you can kind of refine these. I don't use this because there are other places to do this, but this is something you can do. Coming down here, settings. When you come into your settings, you can set your dark mode. You can go through these. These are all pretty basic. Data controls. You can save your chats on the side. Chat training. The chat training being, are you going to let the organization OpenAI use your chats to train their models? We said no. You can turn that off only when you have a business account. I believe it's called an enterprise account. builder profile. You can see over here, we can link up, and we've linked to our website, and, you can see Brett here at ClickMill. So you got all these in there. And so you can just set your basic account settings in there. Now, moving beyond this, one of the things that we'll go into next, so you've got your chat history. This is where you chat. If you want to download something, this is where you would download it here in the upper right-hand corner. And then lastly, as we come up here, this is how we get a new chat. Just click Chat GPT. There we go, new chat. Now, if you want to talk with what is called an agent, now these agents are sort of custom trained versions of ChatGPT that are specifically tailored to do an exact sort of thing, whatever it is. So for example, this one here is called Sermon Notes. Okay, so if I click on Sermon Notes, it's going to start a chat with my Sermon Notes writer. And so if I were to put a sermon in here, the Sermon Notes writer that we have created here at ClickMill will immediately output a worksheet for that sermon with blanks or underscores where your congregation can fill it in, something like that. So this is made custom for that, and it will output a whole page of sermon notes in 5 seconds. And so this is sermon notes. So you can see we've got a sermon graphic agent, a church social media post writer. So we've got all these sort of specialized agents. Okay, so that's one thing that you can be aware of, is you can have these agents. We will give you access to, I believe, many, if not all of the ones we've built on the back end of ClickMill here in this course, in these trainings. Now, coming down here, I do want to show you at the top, ChatGPT 4, moving on just a little bit. This is the most advanced model here, and this is with a paid plan. So I would recommend you have a paid plan in here. It's $20 a month, and you get better outputs, longer, what are called context windows, where longer context windows where you get to upload more information to give it more context, so it knows how to write for you and how to execute commands and things. So anyway, this gives you 100 messages every 3 hours. The free version, which is the 3.5 model, has lower limits than that. So if you're actually going to be incorporating this into a workflow with your ministry or business, you're going to want the paid version. Again, I do the corporate or enterprise plan or whatever it's called, and that gives all of your team members this right here, and I believe it's $25 a person a month. Now, usually I would say I'm not really looking to expand my tech stack. I'm not looking for more things to spend money on, but in this case, it is very, very, you'll notice how quickly this is going to save you money, and $25 is nothing for the time this is going to save each of the team members at your place of business or your ministry. So this is a tour of ChatGPT. Maybe we'll go into one more place here. I'm going to go to Explore GPTs. And as you come in here, you're going to notice there's a GPT store or an agent store. Again, we're going to go more into this, but there are just tons of stuff in here that you can access to do all kinds of things. Image generation, it can edit Canva. We've already got an agent in here made by Canva that can edit Canva. You have data analysis tools, all kinds of stuff. I mean, there's an unlimited number of these things you can play with, and they're only going to get better. Right now, I think most of them are kind of fluffy, but some of them are good. The Canva one's pretty cool. I've played with that a little bit. But anyway, so this is the agent store. You can just plug in your ChatGPT to these agents, pull up that agent and say, hey, go make me a graphic over on Canva that looks like this. And it's okay, sure. So that is the agents store. And then if you follow it through to my GPTs, and again, we're going to get more in depth with this later, this is where your agent is. One of our subscribers had messaged me and said, well, I want to help people learn math, and I want the math tutor to then recommend if the AI math tutor can't help them to learn what it is they're trying to do, then I want it to book a call with me, and then, it's a paid hourly rate to get through the part they can't figure out. And so we made a math tutor that, will book clients on that person's calendar, so he can give away this free math tutor to anybody who wants it, and then they just book a call with him. And so that is a super cool, fun little project that we did with one of our subscribers here at ClickMail. But you can see we've just got tons of these in here. that we have been working on with clients for any various number of reasons, but you'll notice there's a lot of church social media posts. This will make social media posts for your ministry based on the sermon for a whole week, and it does it in 10 seconds. So there's certain workflows in here that are very, very productive and beneficial for your business. So this is ChatGPT. If you have questions, please put them down in the comments, and we will make sure to continue to update this and add more as more information on these comes out and as the capabilities expand. But with that, I look forward to seeing you in the very next video. God bless.